I noticed my last video did not show the ads really good for my red post flag clarification, my red herring prospectus. So I'm going to get this closer. And this was for me, Sandra Gwen Musgrove, and in all variants, Munster, Lubin, Hester, all past married names. And for my son, Adrian Mahar Jaser, and Brian John Patrick Munster, and Caleb Joseph Lee Munster, and Zachariah Eric Chaston Munster, and Samuel Vosh Munster, and Leonidas Jaser, and Karen Flores, and Teresa Angelique Nicole Munster, my daughter. So I hope you guys can see these better. These ads, I want to make sure that my red herring prospectus legal ad historical record, this was from January 14th. It was in the classifieds Thursday, January 14th, classified section of the Voice paper. I paid $150 for these ads to run for 3 weeks, was it, or a month? I had also placed other ads in their paper for like another week. And I asked for a Freedom of Information Act pack with all newspapers who have stolen from me my freedom of press, and I'm not going to allow any paper to do a character assassination on my name or my children's names. Okay. So this one here. Can you see it? The valid verified claimants. Classified. Okay? This was February 4th, 2021. And all laws are statewide and congruent in every state. And these ads were placed to stop all unjust enrichment and postponement of enjoyment, and to stop the states and the shadow government and shadow states from stealing from me and my relatives. So do you understand? You got that? And everybody seen the verified dates, verified paper, the verified ad? Because we are the verified valid claimant of our life, heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit. See that? What it says? See what it says? Okay? You see what it says? I want to make sure that everybody sees what these ads say that were put in the McCrae County Voice paper from in January and February of 2021. Okay? And it's been 2 years now, and these de facto states of Kentucky and of Illinois have been breaking trust law and copyright law. Okay? I did this warning 2 years ago. Okay? 2 years ago. Right here's that ad. Can you see it? Can you read it? It says, Sandra Gwen Musgrove, clearing my Heavenly Father's name and namesake confession. I've published over 450 videos on my YouTube channel of my autobiography. For our names to be written in the Lamb's Book of Life. Okay? And did my 4232 forms. And did our proof of life claims, which met Minnesota Rules Act and 220 and California Professions Code and Copyright Act of 1976. Okay? So they need to stop their unjust enrichment and postponement of enjoyment, and stop breaking trust law, and stop harming me and my family, and harming my contracts. My contracts were to expose the facts and the truth. Like I said, voice paper. Okay? And it was in the legal ads section. The legal ad, classified ads. Okay? So, that is a historical record. You understand? You got it? So, all my other videos explain and show the truth and the facts of all the due diligence that I have done, and my labor is not going to be in vain, and a worker is worthy of their wages. I am tired of people stealing from me and my family. Thou shalt not steal. And you are not supposed to be jealous. Jealousy is as cruel as the grave. And steal from other people what don't belong to you. And me and myself and I and my relatives, my flesh and blood creations, my sons and daughter, I adopt back to me. Redacting your Dun & Bradstreet, redacting your parents' patriarch, redacting your potestas, redacting your shadow government, CEO government, redacting your inferior courts, Article 1 court, all your courts, redacting your probate, because I don't have a reprobate mind. Take everything out of probate. Do you understand? You stand under me, not over me. No one has title over me. No one has title over my loved ones, my flesh and blood creations, my sons and daughters, my grandsons and granddaughters, and this is up to 1,000 generations. And I registered our names at the post office, something you never did when we were born, that you never authenticated with your foundling hospice wards. I redact your international military complex and your international monetary funds. Me and my loved ones are expatriated because the ostensible purpose of what we thought this country was for has all been a lie. So our name is a country, our name is a nation. Our flesh and blood creations are the temple and are the church, and my faith is to be held harmless. You are to accommodate me. It is your duty. You took an oath to defend my correct defense of my faith. I don't worship the gods of Baal and the gods of Moloch that sacrifice their children. I don't worship pagan gods, promise to peg you again. I owe you nothing. You owe me. You guys took the gold and the silver and debased the coinage, which is a capital offense and high treason, and you have broke trust law. And I can only tell you my name, not give you my name, and I can only speak to you woman to man, heart to heart, for I cannot bear false witness. So, leave me be. Do not harm me and my relatives anymore. Get off of our properties, our private rights, our private bank, our credit that you owe us. We don't owe you. People are HJR 192, Public Law 73-10, 73rd Congress in 1933, when they took the gold and silver, says all debts are paid in the public and the private since 1933, when Roosevelt took the gold and silver from we, the people, who are the highest branch of government. My government rests on my shoulders, Isaiah 9:6, and no weapon formed against me shall ever prosper. I shut the mouths of my enemies, and those who speak against me. Should any tongue rise against me in judgment, they themselves will be condemned. No one can be compelled to witness against herself with that all caps foreign name, foreign courts in a foreign language. You can never have a valid claim. My relatives and I are the highest valid claimants of our soul. Higher than a plaintiff, higher than a defendant, higher than anyone, okay? We belong to heaven. not to the de facto state, not to the shadow government, not to your corporate fictions, not to your ID theft fraud. So thank you. Hope you all understand. I wish everyone the best who wishes me the best. My labor will not be for no thing. And no tombstone, all caps, name is going to steal from me and my relatives. We have our capital gains rights over that. The capital diminutia maximus means to reduce a man to a slave and have no land rights. Well, I revoke that and I redact that and I redact and revoke all your POAs. I've done my fiduciary 56. I've done my declaration of representative to revoke all your POAs. And, so none of your artificial laws apply to me and my relatives. We do not consent. We do not comply. Okay? And so stop putting us under duress and stress. Stop harming my relatives and I. I wish that all this harm and human trafficking that's under 5 U.S.C. Chapter 54 would stop in the whole world, to be honest with you. Thank you for listening. May the truth make everyone free.